Okay, welcome everyone to a new game of Catan. So we have third position. So I think the 5, 9, 10 here is such a strong spot because the wheat is very low on the board. And well, ore and wheat is definitely the two strongest resources in the game. So really big advantage if you can go first on this board, I think. Other good spot where I'm looking at is the 6, 4, 3. That's a good spot as well. And if we can get one of these spots over here, I think it's very hard for us to play the or we cheap game. So I think then we have to go with the 5, 8, 10 over here, or the 3, 5, 8 would also be viable. So definitely the I think the third position is the worst. Maybe with the fourth position though. On the other hand, we will get some ore. Oh, okay. So you do take the. That's interesting because well, I do think the 6, 4, 3 is stronger, but I can see it though. So what do I want to do here? I have to look for this bit. So let's see. I think the 6, 4, 3 is still a very good option. And well, we maybe the 4, 9, 11 will be taken because the fourth position could definitely take the 3, 8, 10 with the 4, 9, 11. So then we end up with the 6, 4, 2. I don't think that is very viable. So what I also could do in this situation in particular is take the 4, 9, 11 and either get the 3, 8, 10 or the 6, 4, 3. The only downside is though that you take the 3, 8, 10 and the 6, 4, 3. And then I think I have a problem. However, I could take the 6, 11, 12, but then we don't have the good sheep anymore. But I do think as the last player, you might want to take the 6, 4, 3 as well with the 3, 8, 10. I could see that. So I have to make a decision here. I do think the 4, 9, 11 is stronger in this case. Because if we take one of the other 6, 4, 3s or 3, 8, 10, and you can combine it with this spot, I don't think you have a winning setup. Especially as third position, you have to look for the rarest resource on the board. And in this case, it is definitely the wheat. So we do have the best wheat in the game. And well, we will get an ore spot regardless. He can't block out all of the ore spots for us. Worst case might be if we can't get anything, we could take the 8, 10, but I'm not a huge fan of that because you're missing out of a lot of production. So hopefully he doesn't take two spots over here. But let's see. Okay, so really, really nice. So I'm glad I took this spot over here. So now you go for raw production. Okay, so I understand this. Well, no, actually I don't understand this play at all because well, of course it did work out for us though, but so we can take the 6, 4, 11 for sure. Then we have all the free resources and combined wood and brick. It's really nice. Also combined sheep and wheat. But I do think we are now the only one on the 6 ore. However, the 6, 3, 11, I think Gray will take the 6, 3, 11 for sure. So I think for me, this is the obvious spot. 8, 10 is just too little ore and less production. I could take the 6, 11, 12 too though, but I don't think that's very viable because we do have some wheat. So let's take the 6, 4, 11. And we do have access to the 3 for 1 point, guaranteed. So I think that's pretty weird placements by Red though, because also putting your road inwards like this will be taken for sure. But I do think we are still in a strong position, but also with Gray, because Gray can take the 8, 10. I would do that, or even the 5, 10 and build to the 9, 10 over here. Could be strong. Yeah, you take the A10. So now you're taking away one settlement spot for you, but you have also two other spots. So I do think brown might be in the strongest position. Also gray, but we also have a decent position. The only downside is okay, so we do start off with an early ore. That's really nice. We definitely have to look out for brown. So I think the 9 wheat will be blocked here. That's what I would do. And from who do you steal? Okay, so you do steal from gray. I think gray wants the sheep here, but I think instead he did get the ore. So that means there's a lot of ore now on the board. I don't think I can get any wheat this game. So we have to pass here. We do get an 11, so that's a really, really good roll, honestly, for us. That is huge early game, because now we can get a development card, even though or wheat is blocked. We could also get a city if we are a bit lucky, but then we have to be really lucky. So I'm really glad regardless, because now we can get a development card. Wow. So really pays off for yellow as well. So I do think yellow is now in the strongest position. He does have also a lot of space. I do think also he's uncontested for longest road because he can connect the roads. Already has the production, good port. So definitely want to focus now on gray here. So don't think we can get any wheat trades here. So and don't want to trade away my ore. So just buying another development card here. And we get a road building, so that is really nice. Because then, well, we could get over here. Okay, so this is really bad. So let's see, where do we want to build to? We might use the road building to block the yellow player here. Let's see. Okay, so I'm glad it's off the 9 wheat here. You could block the 4s or the 8. I think the 8 is stronger, but you want to block me because otherwise you won't put it here. So what did roll so far? Okay, so yeah, gray does have a couple of bricks. He needs some wheat and some sheep, I think. Because he didn't steal the sheep. So unfortunately I can't do anything with these cards. So let's hold here. That's the downside though of getting not an early night, because now we are gray can do his thing, right? And our numbers don't get rolled. Yeah, so we are having the same numbers though. Our only good numbers are 6 and 9. So we definitely don't have very good numbers. So that's a bit of a downside. Wow, and you already have the city. Yeah, that's what ore wheat can do for you. So we do get a 9. That's really nice. Okay, so we can't raise him for this spot anymore, but I don't mind actually. So I do want to block gray here, but not sure what I want to block. I could also block brown. So what do I do here? Not sure. I could also just block the... Yeah, I'm not sure what I should do here. Because I do think brown is in a strong position as well now. And we are competing with brown for largest army. So we could block the... Yeah, I think the 5-4 is strong to block here. Let's do that. And we do get another wheat. So that's really great, I think. Let's just buy non-development card. Okay, unfortunately no knight. So that hurt, sets us back quite a bit, I think. So this is a good trade for me, but maybe if we can get a wood with it, I will do it. But I don't think you have to wood though. Mm, yeah, I think I will do this trade because we are lacking a bit of sheep. And if we roll a 6, we can get another development card. And I think we have to buy development cards here. But the 4 is not rolling. That's really bad for us. So this is a good trade, but not in his turn, I think. So this is a good trade, I think. I want to do this trade. Getting the wood and the ore, that is really good for us. So I do help him with this settlement spot. Oh, okay. So you don't even do something with it. Okay, so we do have some road material now. I'm not sure if I want to use that though. We can't get to any good spots, I think. Well, we could get to the 5 ore over here. I think that is really strong. The only downside is we don't have the 3-for-1 port. So I have to make an important decision here. But this is a great settlement spot for us. But so is the 3-for-1 port. But we are lacking a bit of production and numbers. So I think in this case, I want to build to the 5-2. I think that's a good opportunity for us to get here. And we also now have basically the same resources or even better ore than brown. We have better wheat than brown. We are only lacking a bit of sheep. But I think we can get good trades with red to get sheep. But now the 6 ore will get blocked, most likely. So maybe for a wheat and a sheep I will do it, because I do have the 5 ore here. So already paying off. So let's see if someone wants a brick here. But I doubt someone wants a brick. But let's see. Maybe brown wants it for a wheat. I think I will do that trade. Or even a sheep is also not that bad for me. So we definitely have to get a city soon now, because I do think we are lacking a bit of production relative to brown and gray. But he's not trading us now. Let's see if we can get some good rolls now. Okay, 7. But we are not in the lead, so that's the good thing. But the 9 wheat gets blocked very often. You could also block the 5 ore, but I think the 9 wheat is a stronger block. Okay, that's interesting. That's really interesting. So, yeah, curious decision. It is good for me though, and bad for Gray because he needs the wheat. And I don't think he will get good wheat trades with me and Brown. Okay, so really nice 4. That will help us get to this port over here. And we get a 6. So I do think in this case I could build to this one, but I'm risking getting cut off by red because he does have some better road and brick than me. And I do like to double up on my sheep if it rolls because the sheep is important. So let's see if someone wants an ore. If I can get a sheep, I will do it definitely, especially with red because red is not in a good position. So if you can get me sheep for ore, I will do it. I'm not trading yellow. Yellow, gray. So very nice, we do get a wheat. So where do we want to city up? I think in this case you want to city up the 6 for 11 here. It is the highest producing spot we have to upgrade. And also we are lacking a bit of sheep especially. And okay, well, really nice. So now we do have the city. But Brown is getting scary too, but he needs some settlement spots. Wow, another 9. So definitely don't want to trade with Gray. He needs the wheat definitely. So he will offer a trade for sure. Or not. Okay, interesting. Wow, so really good rolls for... So let's see if someone wants a brick here. If we can get a sheep, that would be really nice. Otherwise, we just build the city. So I think we can now quickly upgrade to here the 4911 for sure. So hopefully he steals from Brown. Wow, really, really good 7. So all his ore and wheat he have to put away. And I do think Red wants to steal from Brown here. Brown does have 2 cities. And your block is 10 ore, so really good turn. 5 is nice. It's also great for Brown because that means he will get a resource he wants. And now you will start buying development cards. And you can do that really efficiently. But if we can get to this port, we can do that too with the city here. So the only thing we have to consider is, can we do it quickly enough? So luckily he does steal from Brown. I think that's the obvious play because he's in the lead right now. So 11 would be fantastic. But we do get an 8. So let's see if we can get a sheep. Because I definitely want to get a development card soon now. Okay, no trades. So that's unfortunate. So again a sheep. So don't know why Red doesn't want to give me the sheep. So I will give you an ore for it. Maybe he wants to trade in his turn. Okay, so he doesn't trade me. So if he doesn't play his knight, he definitely doesn't have a knight. Okay, you play the knight and block the 6 ore, I think. Yeah, you steal from me. Okay, not again, not from me. Wow, and we do get 11. So this can be a huge turn because now we can get 2 development cards, most likely. So, no, I'm not trading brown, I think, here. Don't know. I think you want to get a settlement now. Okay, interesting. So you give him your ore. But I don't mind. I can get 2 development cards, my own now. So hopefully we are getting 2 knights right now, or a mono. That would be insane. And this hurts us a lot now. Wow, we do get another victory point. So that's, I think we now not have a chance of getting largest army anymore. It's a bit unfortunate, but we could also win with longest road in this case. But it will be hard because, well, red does have good road material as well. However, he is pretty locked in. So, okay, so he might want to get a road here, gray. So definitely want to place it on, I think, the 10 or the 8 sheep. So brick for 2 sheep I will do. I think you need the brick here. And I need the sheep. I don't think we can get longest road in this game. And it doesn't make sense to cut off gray here because he can build like this. So definitely want to play my knight, and I think I'll block the 8 sheep maybe. Not sure. No, I want to get sheep, so rather block the 10 ore here. Okay, so not that great. I don't think we can get any wheat, so that means we are a bit stuck here. We do get another 11, so really nice. So it's an interesting game for sure. Luckily the 10 didn't get rolled that much for brown, because that would be very good for him. But he's in a good position, I think, regardless. I don't think red can win. Gray can definitely win, but I think, well, like gray can get to 7 points easily, but he's lacking a bit of wheat. But he does have some good production right now. Oh, really bad, that 7. Wow, that sets us back quite a bit, especially if we can get stolen from right now. I do think you can block the 8 wood as well. This is a fine play too. This is really bad though. We lost a lot of cards. But we are on 7 points. So if we can get a city here, we are on 8 and we can sneak in longest road here. Definitely don't want to give away my brick here. So gray is basically on 8 points. So yeah, I think I want to settle here. Because then now we can win with 3 cities in theory. But more important, we can, oh wow, that's really bad. That sets us back quite a bit. So what I want to say, I want to get a city here. And then we have multiple outs. We could, in theory, race for longest road or largest army. But largest army will be very difficult. So 2 cities might do the job as well. And I think we do have some time left. So let's see. So don't understand that trade by Brown, honestly. Getting 2 ore. So you're on 8 points, but I think this is inflated. I don't think you will win very soon. However, though, he does have the brick board now with the 6. That could be really strong. Yeah, so you do have largest army. So that means we can't get largest army anymore. Wow, really good rolls for red now also. A really crucial point in the game. But gray can easily steal the longest road, yeah. So you already see that red is not going to win. So we need another city to get on 8 points. We are not the target though, so that's something. So I think we have a good shot to at least getting second. And this is a really good roll. So we are getting on 8 points, most likely. What we also could do, if we roll some 4s as well and 11s, we could road settle here. And then we only have to get 1 more city after we bought this one. So we do have some outs to winning. So I do think you have to steal from gray here. But we are a bit unlucky with the 7s that are rolled. So we are getting blocked a lot. And we can block other players a lot. So luckily he doesn't steal from us. So it's getting close for sure here. So now you do have your settlement, so now you can win. But it will be hard though, because with this setup you need 2 victory points. And I already have 2 here. So I do think definitely gray is in the strongest position here. On the other hand, brown can now quickly develop his game, getting a city here, buying lots of development cards. But gray is going really fast right now, so you can settle here almost. Yeah, so definitely have to stop gray here. So I think I want to just block this 8 and get a city. Wow, huge 10 for brown here. So 2 6s will be fantastic here. What we also have to look out for here, yeah, I think you can win if you can get a wood and a brick. No, I'm joking, because gray already did have a lot of knights here. So I will do it for a brick. Not sure if you want to give it to me. Yeah, it will be hard for Brown to develop his game though. What I already said. He needs another settlement spot most likely. That will be hard for him because he doesn't produce any wood or brick. So that's the downside of getting cornered like this with your second settlement. So maybe it was better for him to take the 9-10 instead, but then you only have 3 different numbers. Yeah, so now you're going for it. So if red can cut off brown, that could be huge. Then brown can't win basically anymore. Okay, so we need 6 to get to 9 points. We do get a 6 though, so we are now on 9 points. So we basically only need one more city, and I think that's very doable. So let's see, I think it will be between me and Gray, dependent on, well, the rolls. Oh, wow. Oh, that's huge. So Brown is out of the game, I think now, because he doesn't get the settlement spot here. So now he can only win with development card, victory points. Oof, yeah, really bad. So I think, okay, very nice 7. I think you will block the 6 brick now for sure. And that's good because now the attention is not on me. And if we can get a 5, 6, and a 9 roll, for example, or some other good rolls, we win the game. Oh wow. So you block the 4 brick. That's very interesting. Okay, so now I understand this play. Yeah, you need some development cards right now. It's the only thing you can win. So really bad rolls for us. We don't get any cards. Yeah, I do like this by Gray. So he's aware I have the win if I get a couple of good rolls. I'm not that dependent on the 9 wheat, luckily. We can get it with the 2 and the 11. Of course, these are low number rolls, but okay. So definitely want to block Gray if possible, I think. Yeah, because I doubt you have one victory point here. It will be hard for you. So I think Gray has a quicker shot at winning. Unfortunately, we did get a 12, not the 2. So we need this win definitely to keep track of getting to top 20. Well, I do think Gray does get a lot of cards right now. Okay, so we do roll a 9. We have to watch out for the mono though. I could definitely see that Brown does have a mono. But you won't play it for just 2 wheat, I think. So we have a decent shot at winning now. 2 6 is not that hard, or even a 6 and a 4, or 6 and an 11. Yeah, you don't have anything. You can't use this row building. So it is a useless card. So that's unfortunate for Brown. So let's see if we get a 6 or a 5. Ah, so really bad luck in the end game, I think. Because our wheat gets stolen from. Oh no. Okay, so that's something. You definitely wanted the wheat here. So that's really unfortunate for Gray. And we again do get a 7 here. So from who do I steal? I don't want Brown to play his knight on me. So let's just... Okay, we do get a sheep. That's really nice. And we do get an 11. That's a huge, huge roll for us. Unfortunately, we are over 7 cards though. So let's see. If we can roll 1-6 or 1-5, we win the game. Yeah, so Gray is aware I can win. So just a little bit of table talk, because I don't want to get the attention on me. But I think Gray is actually right. We need 2 good rolls and we win the game basically. Okay, and he steals again from red. Okay, that's funny. So I do think we are in the strongest position. And, well, I think it's already over now. Because I don't think Gray can win now. You can get on 9 points. Maybe you can get a lucky victory point. That's the only way you can win. So I would be really, really sad about this. But you don't have the resources to build 2 roads and a settlement. Yeah, you're going for the development card here? Wow. So that is so unfortunate. Well, I'm really angry about that because that makes us not getting to top 20 anymore. So that's obviously so lucky. That's really lucky. So we did have the win in hand. I do think we deserve to win there. So that's just luck. So that's very bad about Catan sometimes. So the only way you could have won was with that one lucky pull, and you did it. So we did have the win in hand, and even if we rolled a 7, we had like a 70% chance of getting the ore from Brown. And we can build another city. So really, really unfortunate. So no wins this episode. So we didn't lose any elo, luckily, but well, still very bad because, well, if you are first, you get like 10 elo extra. So hope you enjoyed, guys. It was at least exciting, I think, for the audience. So hope you enjoyed. See you next time. Bye bye.